Okay, so here's our screencast about balancing reactions. Group members Hakeem, Damani, and Jamil.
Um, the definition of balancing reaction is an equation for a chemical reaction in which the number of an atom for each element in the reaction and the total charge are the same for both the reactants and producing. In other words, the mass and charge are balanced on both sides of the reaction.
Okay, so steps to solve. List each element on each side of the arrow. Balance polyatomic atoms or compounds first. Step 3. Balance atoms that appear only one time on each side. Step 4. Balance hydrogen, then oxygen. Step 5. Count the atoms.
Balance the carbons, balance the hydrogens, and balance the oxygen.
An example problem. This is an example of combustion. First, you list all the shit. Yeah, stop. So what is it? Okay, so here's our screencast balancing reactions review. Group members Hakeem, Damani Thomas, and Jamil Wilson.
The introduction is an equation for a chemical reaction in which the number of atoms for each element in the reaction and the total charge are the same for both the reactants and the product.
The steps to solve balancing reactions is list each element on each side of the arrow. Second, balance polyatomic atoms or compounds first. Third, balance atoms that appear only one time on each side. Fourth, balance hydrogens then oxygens. Fifth, count the atoms. Steps to solve part two. When balancing combustion reactions, you balance the carbons. Second, you balance the hydrogens. Third, balance the oxygens.
Okay, so here's an example problem, and it's talking about combustions. First, you list down all the subscripts on the left side. Then you list all the subscripts on the right side. You see for C on the left side and the C for the right side, they're already balanced. So next step is for H is to multiply times 2 and you get 4. So now the H on the left side and the H on the right side are balanced. Then you're left with O, which is 3. When you multiply and add, O turns into 5, and then the final answer is 6. So on the right side, you multiply that 2 times 3, which equals 6. So now both O's are balanced. And thank you. This is our screen.